When most of us think of a smart home, we picture a speaker that can tell you the weather or, turn off the lights when you shout at it. But we're in 2026 now, and honestly, voice commands are kind of becoming obsolete. The real intelligence, the stuff that's actually changing things, it's silent. There's this invisible AI that's orchestrating your life from behind the drywall and under the floorboards. It's this whole web of algorithms that's managing your energy, your safety, your comfort, all without you ever saying a single word. So today, we're going to break down this sentient shell, the AI that's already shaping our lives more than we realize. Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll start with what makes this new kind of home truly intelligent. Then we'll get into 3 of its biggest jobs, how it's an energy architect, an ambient guardian, and even a health sentinel. After that, we got to talk about the huge privacy question all this brings up before we wrap it all up with what this really means for us. All right, so first up, let's talk about the big idea here. We are moving away from a home that just sits there waiting for us to tell it what to do, and into a home that's actively predicting what we need before we even know we need it. It's a huge leap from loud commands to this quiet, predictive intelligence. Think about it this way. The old smart home was basically a bunch of gadgets where you had to be the conductor, telling every single device what to do. The sentient shell? It's the entire orchestra, playing this beautiful symphony that's based on the rhythm of your actual life. And it's all happening without a single command from you. It's proactive, not reactive. So what's the magic behind all this? Well, it's a technology called agentic AI. And these aren't just simple programs. They're systems that can understand a big, broad goal, break it down into tiny steps, and then carry out these complex plans, all while adapting on the fly. You don't have to micromanage them. You just give them a mission, like keep this family comfortable and safe, and they figure out the rest. This is the brain of the sentient shell. So let's get into the really cool stuff. Our first practical application, energy. The most powerful AI in your home might actually be living inside your electrical panel, turning your whole house into its own little power grid. And this is where it gets wild. The AI isn't just flipping switches. It's literally playing the energy market for you. It's doing something called autonomous arbitrage, making these tiny financial decisions every single second to get your energy costs as low as possible. So how in the world does it do that? Well, first, it's watching the grid's energy prices like a Wall Street trader watches the stock market. Second, it's learning your family's habits, when you get up, when you do laundry, all of it. Third, it's pulling in data from the outside, like weather forecasts, so it knows it's going to be a scorcher this afternoon and decides to pre-cool the house at noon when your solar panels are cranking. And finally, number 4, it makes the trades. It charges your electric car at 3 a.m. when power is dirt cheap. And then, if prices spike during dinner time, it might sell a little of that juice back to the grid for a tidy profit. And what does this all add up to for you, for your wallet? Well, by running all these little simulations and making these moves, this system is saving the average family hundreds of dollars a year. It's like this invisible dividend, paid out by an AI you never even have to talk to. Okay, so your house is now an energy genius saving you money. Awesome. But it's also working to keep you safe in ways that are just leagues beyond a simple doorbell camera. We're talking about a whole new kind of security here, ambient security. The real game changer here is something called Wi-Fi sensing. Get this, instead of putting cameras in every single room, the system just analyzes the Wi-Fi signals that are already bouncing all over your house. Just by reading the tiny ripples in those signals, it can detect motion, presence, even your breathing. It can actually learn the specific way each person in your family walks, their gait, to tell the difference between you and an intruder, all without a single camera lens. It's incredible. And that brings us to this absolutely crucial difference. Old school security was all about recording bad things after they happened. This new security, it's about preventing them from ever happening in the first place. These AI systems are built to spot risks before they become disasters. Think of it less like a security guard and more like a structural engineer, constantly checking for tiny stress points. Let me put it this way. A camera will give you a perfect video of your basement flooding. An ambient guardian, though, can hear the specific sound frequency of a pipe that's about to burst and just shut off the main water valve instantly. See the difference? One reports the disaster, the other prevents it. And this predictive power, it doesn't stop with burst pipes and intruders. It gets way more personal. It extends to your health. Your home is quietly becoming your primary care physician. And the best part is it's all happening in the background, totally non-invasively. For instance, sensors in your mattress can monitor your breathing rate while you're asleep and then subtly tweak the room's oxygen levels to keep you in that deep, restorative sleep for longer. Or a smart mirror might use optical mapping to notice tiny changes in your skin that could be an early warning sign for something like anemia. The system is just constantly processing this stuff to keep you at your best. I mean, just think about that for a second. This is a profound shift. Your house is no longer just a passive box that you live in. It's an active partner in your health, a silent guardian that's literally working to keep you safe and well. Okay, this all sounds amazing, right? But there's a catch, and it's a big one. For a house to be this smart, this sentient, it has to be the ultimate observer. And that brings us right to the heart of the issue, the privacy paradox. This is the question that we have to answer. I mean, to anticipate your needs, the AI needs to know everything: when you sleep, your heart rate, how you walk around your own home. So who owns all that data? Where does it go? And who gets to look at it? And this isn't just some far-off sci-fi problem. Governments are already on it. A recent White House memo actually listed out specific AI functions that are a big deal for citizen rights. And a lot of them, like detecting emotions or conducting surveillance, sound an awful lot like what a sentient shell could do. This is a real-world challenge we're facing right now. So, what's the solution? Well, the answer isn't to just throw away all this amazing technology. It's to change where the intelligence actually lives. And key research is already pointing the way, saying the solution is to bring the AI out of the cloud and right into your home. This whole idea is called Edge AI, and it's pretty simple, really. Instead of sending all of your most private data, your health stats, your daily schedule, to some giant server owned by a tech company, everything is processed right there, locally, on a device inside your house. Your data never leaves. It basically creates a digital fortress around your personal life. And this brings us to this really powerful idea called sovereign intelligence. The core concept is that you should own and control your home's AI, its brain, not just rent access to it. It's how we make sure that the most private place on Earth can also be the smartest, without you having to trade your privacy for comfort. So, where does that leave us? We've seen how the smart home has grown up, right? It's evolved from this collection of noisy, gimmicky gadgets into a silent, almost essential utility. It's like technology finally figured out how to just be quiet. At the end of the day, by taking over all that mental work of managing our environment, the energy, the security, the little health checks, the sentient shell doesn't make us less human. It actually does the opposite. It frees up our focus, our energy, for the things that really matter. It's this invisible hand just quietly making life better in the background. So I guess I'll just leave you with this question. After seeing everything a home like this can do, how it can literally take care of you, would you be willing to hand over the keys? Would you trust an AI to run your home silently without your input? Or do you still want to be the one who flips the switch? It's a choice I think we're all going to be making very, very soon.